go. Okay, now we are learning about the linear expression of algebra. So I will teach you the basics. Linear expression means you have the unknown. It can be one or two or three unknowns, but you usually use two unknowns, maximum two. Okay, it can be one or two, maximum two variables. It can be represented by x, y, right? X, y, a, b, and so on. So since it is linear, you have to understand about this. For example, the addition. So addition and subtraction of the variables. Okay, addition and subtraction, or plus and minus. Okay, so to do an addition and subtraction, you have to make sure that the variables are equal. So you have to find the like terms. For example, I have 3x plus 5y. So can you do the addition of 3 and 5 becomes 8x plus 8y? No. So this cannot be made further. Okay. And then now we continue to this. How about 3x plus 4x? So can it be added? Yes. Why? Because they share the same term. It is like terms. Okay. So it can be simplified, become 7x, right? How about this? 5a plus 3 minus 2a plus b, right? So it is already complex. We have two variables, a and b, but focus on the like terms. The like terms is on 5a and minus 2a, right? So let's think of this simple explanation. 5 apples subtract by 2 apples. It has to be 3 apples, right? 3a, and then plus b. You don't have, you cannot do anything with b. So because it is not a like term, so just add b and plus 3. Again, if I have another question, if you ask me like this, can I put the b in front of 3a? Yes, you may. Yeah. Can I put the 3 in the random place? Yes, you may. Yeah. So it can be like 3 plus b plus 3a and so on. Okay, you can just switch the order of the operation. Okay, but as a matter of time, I will focus on the important part. One more. How about negative 5x plus 3y minus 2x plus or minus 4y? How do you calculate this? Again, what you need to find is the like terms. That's the first priority. So negative 5x minus 2x. What is negative 5 minus 2? Okay, so you have to look at the sign on the left side of the variables. Negative 5 minus 2, it's the like terms. So think of negative 5 minus 2. So you have negative 5 and you subtract with 2, you will get negative 7, right? And don't forget to put the x. And focus now on the y. 3y minus 4y, right? You have 3 and you have to subtract by 4. It's supposed to be negative 1, right? So you can just write negative 1y. But we have to agree that the 1 can't be written. So negative y itself is sufficient. No need to put negative 1y. Actually, it's not that it's not different. It has no different at all. But make sure that negative 1y can be written as negative y. That is the simple understanding about addition and subtraction. But the harder part will be multiplication and division. So we have some layers or some steps or some difficulties of multiplication and division. So let's do on the other part. So multiplication or times and division. Okay, so if you multiply the number by certain variables, you need to use this kind of logic. Let me show you how. For example, 5 multiply by 3x. I just put dot here. 3x. What is 5 times 3x? Again, if you do the multiplication, I think somewhat it is more simple, but for a certain question, it is harder. So 5 times 3 is 15. Right? You can just do the multiplication of number. and put the x in front after that on the right side of 15. How about this? 20x divided by 4y. Again, you have to make the division here becomes the fraction 20x over 4y, right? So you can just simplify the 20 and 4. 20 and 4 becomes 5, and you cannot make more simple, so 5x over y itself, right? This is for the multiplication and division. But we have one more step. For example, 5 bracket or 5 times bracket 2 minus 3x. So how do you do this? You have to use what I called as a rainbow rule. I don't know what's your teacher teach you, what's your method, but I think this is easier. So you have to multiply with the rainbow rule. Okay, rainbow rainbow multiplication. So how do you do the rainbow multiplication? Just 5 times 2, right? 5 times 2 is 10. And then 5 times negative 3x, so it has to be negative. 5 times 3, 15x. That's all. This is the answer, right? And next, how can you simplify this? This is still not equation. This is an expression only. How about 3x multiplied by 5 plus 2x? Okay, again, use the same rainbow rule. 3x times 5. What is 3x times 5? 3 times 5 is 15, and don't forget to put the x. And then 3x times 2x, so 3 times 2 is 6, and put the x by x squared. I don't know whether your teacher teach you this because it's not a linear expression. This also not a linear expression, but again, I will give you the all what you need. Okay, this is for the basics for the linear expressions of algebra. Now we are learning about the linear equation. Okay, wait, I have to put this in a word. Wait, give me a moment. Now, let's see the equation. So you have to put an equal sign on each sides. So now we are learning about the linear equation. So in order to proceed to the linear equation, you have to understand about the inverse, right? So inverse operation. So it's talking about the left-hand side is always balanced to the right-hand side. Right is on the right, okay? Right-hand side. So this is left-hand side. This equals to right-hand side. Okay, sorry for the bad handwriting, but I think that you can see this clearly. So this is left-hand side, a right-hand side. From left-hand side to right-hand side, you have to do the inverse operation. I just give you an example here. If I have 2x plus 5 equals 19, how do you solve this? So solve this. So what you need to do is try to solve the value of x. The x, what is the x? So 2x will equals to, this is left-hand side, this is the right-hand side, of course. And then you put the 5 on the other side. So if you put the 5 plus 5 on the other side, you need to do the inverse operation. That's how you think of what is inverse operation. Minus 5, right? Because positive 5 inverse, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiply becomes division, division becomes multiplication, right? So 2x will equals to 14, and x will equals to, again, this is inverse operation, 2 times, so 14 divide by 2, right? So the value of x will be 7. That's how you solve this simple equation with a longer way but more understandable. You can understand this easily rather than I have to put formula and put an extra number here. But you have to think of the inverse operation. That's all what you need to know. Okay, next, I have another harder question. 3 bracket x minus 2 is equals to 5x. What is the value of x? How do you do this? Again, with our previous understanding about the rainbow multiplication, you can easily put like this, right? Rainbow. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Pay attention on the negative on the sign as well, because if you don't pay attention on the sign, you will get confused, right? It becomes plus, for example, like that. This is the wrong thing, okay? Now, equals to 5x, right? So you put the x on the left-hand side is better. So you better put the unknown on the left-hand side. So 3x minus 5x, right? I put the 5x on the left-hand side. I changed the hand side or the side, and I put the 6 on the right side. Minus 6 becomes 6. So what is 3 minus 5? It's the like terms already, right? So 3 minus 5 is negative 2x equals to 6. Then what you can do now? Oh, okay, another inverse operation, 2, multiply, right? So 6 divided by, not plus, yeah, be careful. This is multiplication. So divide by negative 2, not plus 2, be careful, yeah. This is, you have to be very, very careful about this, right? Because this is the multiplication, not the division, not addition or subtraction, or, oh, this is negative 2, I have to put on the right side becomes plus 2. It's totally wrong, okay, because this is times. So x will be negative 3. Keep that in mind. Okay, now one more example. Give me about 10 more minutes maybe to explain all the total understanding or the whole materials on this chapter. 5x minus 3 equals to 4 bracket 2x minus 5. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, I put one more. There you go. 3 times 5x minus 3 equals 4 times 2x minus 5. It seems hard, but as long as you follow the idea, it will be flawless, super easy. Again, rainbow rule, right? Multiply with the bracket. Again, 3 times 5x is 15x. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, right? Equals to, again, 4 times 2x is 8x. And 4 times negative 5 is negative 20, right? And still, it's messed up. You have to change the hand side. Again, the 8 to the left side, 8x to the left side becomes minus, and put the 15x stays the 15x minus 8x, and then done. Just underline the number or the variables or the term that you already put. And negative 20 is on the right side. Okay, keep it on the right side. You move the 9 on to the right side. So plus 9. And then continue. 15 minus 8. Okay, 15x minus 8x. So 7x, right? 15 minus 8. And negative 20 plus 9. Negative 20 plus 9. Oh, it's still negative, and find the difference. That's it. So the value of x would be times, right? Do the other inverse operation. Negative 11 over 7. And I think that's all. If you want to change into the mixed fraction, okay, negative 1, 4 over 7. Right? Or if you want to make it simple, how do I change this? Okay, just do the regular division. This is 1, 7, subtract, you will get the remainder of 4 that cannot be divided by 7 further. So 1 is for the whole number, 4 is for the remainder, and 7 is for the divisor here. So this is the remainder r, and 1, 4 over 7. That's it. And don't forget to put the negative because I just ignored the negative. Okay, now I will copy this and I will send this to you later on. One more. I have one more example. 2 variables. Okay. 2 variables and substitution. Substitution. Here. Let me make it simple. Let me go straightforward. For example, a linear equation that follows this rule. This rule. Oh wait. this rule. X 5 minus 2. Wait, sorry. 3, 5 plus 2x equals to 3y. Wait, 3 bracket y minus 5. A. Find or make x as a subject. B. Find x when y equals to -3. This is one question, consists of 2 sub-questions. So how do you do this? Again, what you can do now is try to put all what we already learned previously. You have the rainbow rule. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I have to change this number first because it's quite illogical. -4, for example. Okay, now how can you do this? 3 times 5. I'm asking for your attention. You have to be very, very careful about this. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2x is plus 6x, right? And then equals -4 times y is -4y. And then -4 times -5 is plus 20, right? And then you can put the number x as a subject. It means you have to put x equals something. We still have 15. So 6x equals -4y plus 20 minus 15, right? You put the 15 on the right hand side. So pay attention on that case. Later on, you have to practice more on your own with my assist, and you will get an easy understanding about this after you follow the instruction here. So 6x will equals to -4y. Okay, we have 20 minus 15. Okay, simple, plus 5, right? Because 20 minus 15 is 5, and put the positive. And still, this is not x as a subject. You can put x equals -4y plus 5. You have to change the 6 here to the right hand side. So 6 times, right? So you have to put the over 6, divide, because you do the inverse operation. This will be the satisfying answer. This will be the wanted answer, or what you are asked is only this. So what's the number? No, they don't ask you about the number. They ask you about the expression of the x. Make x as a subject of the equation. Okay, so this will be the answer. Now, how to do B? So further, let's do B. Find x when y equals -3. Oh, very simple. After you get A, you can do B. Right? Find x when y equals -3. So x equals, see, I just copied this, -4y plus 5 over 6. And I just changed the y by -3. It's given on the question. I changed the y by -3, right? So it is 12, right? -4 times -3 is 12, plus 5 over 6. Okay, so 17 over 6. That's all, right? And you can use the mixed fraction formula, 2, 5 over 6, either one, depend on your teacher, what do you call, your teacher's expectation. Is your teacher expect you to do this only, or they ask you to find the mixed fraction? Up to you. Okay, up to your teacher anyway. So as your teacher wish. Any questions so far? No? Yep. How's it?
What about the part where you isolate the variable? Is it you just
That's
move
it.
it on?
Yeah, this is isolating the variables that you want. The x, you have to isolate x, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you
Okay,
just
so
divide, right?
yeah, there you go. So it's just different term, but the same formula. Again, I will give you one more example, and then we can do all the exercises, all the hard part. Number 2. Okay, let me show you about this. Good question, by the way. Isolating the x. Okay, an expression of this linear equation. For example, 3 bracket 2x minus 5 and minus 3 and minus 4. 3 plus y equals to 4x minus y. Wow, okay, this is quite challenging, right? So it's so much things to do because we have to deal with triple rainbow rules, right? Triple rainbow rules. First, second, and last. Okay, slowly but sure, slow but sure. Do it one by one. 3 times 2x. Oh, wait. Question. Find y as subject, or you have to isolate the y, right? This is y as a subject. And B, find y when x equals -1. Okay, just simple question, but not simple working. Yeah. So how do you do this? First thing first, try to find all the rainbow rules and so on and so on. Okay, one by one. 3 times 2x is 6x minus 3 times -5 is -15. Right? -4 times 3 is -12. -4 times y. Be careful, -4y. Okay, and put equal sign for x. 4 times x for x, 4 times -y, -4y. Okay. No, I did something. This is not a regular expression. I put 2. Yeah, sorry. Because if I put -4, it will be mess up. The question will be quite changed. Okay, sorry. I need to change this question. 6 times x is 6x, and then 6 times y is 6y. Negative. Don't forget. Right? Okay. Something wrong again.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes, Stacy.
So what do you write if the if the question is like write in a linear equation for distances?
Oh, this is later on. Okay, good question. So I
Oh,
want to
okay.
continue. So 5x minus 5y, right? So everything is already expanded. So write an expression of the linear equation. Okay, this is the expression. This is already actually done. But again, we can simplify further, right? So you put 6x on the left side, x on the left side, so 6x. Put a line, underline because you already done. 5x to the right hand side, from right hand side to the left hand side, minus 5x, right? And then -15 minus 12. Okay, -27, make it fast, right? And then -4y plus 5y, right? -4y plus 5y. I want to put everything on the right side equals to 0 because everything is already on the left side. Sorry, not right side. Okay, 0. Okay, wait. I need to make it a bit clearer. This is the linear expression, but again, it's not done yet. I have to solve it. You have to simplify. You can simplify 6 minus 5, right? Becomes 1x or x itself. And then -27 plus y, right? Because -4 plus 5 equals to 0. Or x plus y. Oh, wait. This will be the linear expression as what you asked just now. Okay, this is the linear expression. Linear equation, I mean. Equation. Okay, now find y as a subject. Y as a subject of the equation. So you have to isolate the y. That's what you said just now. So y equals, right? You put the x and 27 on the other hand side, on the right hand side. X becomes -x on the right hand side because you just do the inverse operation plus x. -27 becomes plus 27. That's it for question A, right? You put the y as subject. How about B? Find y when x equals -1. So find y when x equals to -1. I just change or substitute the x by -1, right? Plus 27. So it is 1 plus 27. So it is 28. That's all. Okay. Do you have any further question so far, Stacy?
Not really.
No, wait. Okay, now it's your turn. I will give you some exercises from your book on the revision. See?
The ones that I don't really know how to do from school is some of the fractions that are hard.
Oh, this is the fraction. Okay, so this is the fraction. So what we need to do, again, I will show you how to do with fractions. Solve. Okay, let me show you how to do. think simple, don't think hard because of the fraction. Oh, fraction is so hard. No, fraction is a kind of number, a regular expression as well. For example, 4 over 5 times 3x minus 8 equals to, I want to make as near as the question. Oh, continue. Minus 7 equals 21. Okay. Whoa, what is this? So what you need to do is try to calculate again one by one. Rainbow, right? What do you know? What do you know about this? Rainbow rule, multiply. So 4 over 5 times 3x. 4 times 3x, then 12x over 5 minus 8. 4 times negative 8 is negative 32 over 5, right? Then you subtract by 7 equals 21, right? And since we have the fraction here, it's quite annoying. So you have to, as soon as possible, to delete or to annihilate the fractions. How do you annihilate the fraction? Just everything multiplied by 5. And that's already solving so much problem. 12 over 5x times 5 is 12x, right? You ignore the 5. Minus 32, right? And it's negative 7 times 5 minus 35. 21 times 5 is 105. Okay, again, you have to do slowly. You cannot do it fast, right? Why you have to multiply by 5? Because I want to eliminate the fraction ASAP, okay, as soon as possible, because it will be so messed up if you try to not to eliminate the fractions. So 12x subtract, okay, negative 32 minus 35, okay, 67 equals 105. Sorry for the bad number, it might be bad number. So 12x equals 105. We put this negative 67 to the right side, becomes plus 67. So 12x will equals to, wait, this is plus, yeah, 12, 172. So x will be 172 over 12. Okay, now you may use your calculator to calculate this, because I think that the number will be better. 172 divided by 12. See, 14. 1 out of 3. That's all. How's it, Stacey? Is it hard for you?
It's okay.
It's okay. So again, this is I strongly advise you to eliminate the fractions as soon as possible. Again, I will give you some more questions regarding to this fractions, so you know how to do it well later on. Let's see on your book. There you go, for number 4. What is this? What the heck is this? Because this is a fraction. So again, as soon as possible, eliminate the power 5, the over 5. You multiply everything by 5, right? As simple as that. Okay, again, multiply by 5 because we have the number 5 here. Now, what you can do, 4 times 5 is 20x. Subtract, again, if you have to subtract, you have to put the bracket here. And the 5 is eliminated, right? Because 5 on the denominator will be vanished because I multiply this by 5 for all the equation. 5 minus 2x equals 2. That's it. 3 over 5 times 5 is 3 itself, right? So this will be the most important part to do in order to finish all the equation. So 20x, open the bracket, right? Minus 5, minus 2x. Again, this is the part of rainbow rule, plus 2x equals 3. So 20x plus 2x is 22x equals 3. Put the 5 on the right hand side, becomes plus 5, right? So 22x is equals to 8. So x is equals to 8 over 22. And you solve the equation then. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Make it simple, make it simple. 4 over 11. Done. That's for your answers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we almost done, or we almost cover up all the questions except the word problems. And this also 5 and 7. Okay, I will copy this. Let me show you how to do. Wait, how come? Okay, there you go. Number 5. Okay, so we have one recurring number, one recurring as well, because only 6. This is one recurring, only 3. Yeah, I just put here. And this is how many recurring number? 2 recurring numbers, right? 1 and 6. 2 recurring numbers or recurring decimals. So for doing number 5, I treat this 0.2 dash means 0.2222 and so on without ending. And I treat this as an x. And if I have one recurring decimals, I need to multiply by 10. So if I multiply this by 10, I will get 10x. I put on top of it to make it simple. So 0.2222 blah 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 and so on with never ending numbers. If I multiply by 2, I put the decimals one step, go to the right side. This will be a glimpse of scientific notation. 2.2222 again and again and again, so on. You just have to subtract the numbers, right? I think this is your teacher teaching also. Cross, 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 cross. So the recurring decimals will be annihilated. Becomes 2. 10x minus 1x. What is it? 9x. So x will be 2 over 9. Done. So convert into the fractions. How about number 6? 0. I put a bit on the bottom part. 0.93333. The recurring number is only at 3. And you put this as an x. And then what to do next is try to multiply by 10, right? Because it's one recurring, only 10 power 1. So put 10x equals, the point will be changed on the right side. So 9.3333, blah, 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 and so on. Okay. Any questions so far? No? Okay. So let me just cut my explanation whenever you have any difficulties on understanding my explanation. Okay, subtract. Why it is subtract? It's an obligatory rules. Why it is subtracted? Because you have to avoid all the recurring numbers, right? Cross, cross. Okay, the rest will be 9.3 minus 0.9. Borrow this, right? Remember, as a regular subtraction for 8.4, 9x. So x will be 8.4 over 9. But again, this is not a regular fraction. What you need to do is try to annihilate the decimals. You multiply by 10 over 10. And it is 84 over 90. What you can do now, simplify. Divide by 2, divide by 2. You will get 42 over 45. I think you can make it further. Divide by 3 again. Oh, no. 45, sorry. Divide by 3, divide by 3. You'll get 14 over 15. That's it. Let's try to prove it with our calculator. With my calculator here, Casio and Casio again. And let's see this. So 14. Wait, what is it? 14 over 15. What's the answer? Yeah, 0.93 with never ending. See, 0.933333 and so on. Okay, it's proven. Now, number 8. One more question. 0.31161616. It's 2 recurring decimals, right? Because it's only on top of 2 numbers. So write x equals 0.3161616. Not 316, be careful, because the recurring is only 16. And if it's 2 recurring decimals, we have to multiply by 100. So it has to be 100x, right? Because it's 2 recurring, 3 recurring number, multiply by 1000. 4 recurring number, multiply by 10,000s, and so on. Okay, so if I multiply this by 100, it has to be 1, 2. So 31.61616, okay? 31.6161616, and so on and so on. Okay, because I multiply by 100, I have to move the decimals 2 steps on the right side, to the right. Then subtraction. Again, why subtract? It's a must. You can cross start from here and so on. And 6 minus 3 is 3 and 31. This is 99x. Pay attention in this case. 100 minus 1, right? So the x will be 31.3 over 99, or 313 over 990. Why? You divide everything by, you times everything by 10 over 10. Okay, that's all. Let's prove. Is it right? 3161616. 313 divided by 990. Bang. See? 0.316161612. Why it's 2? Because the calculator is also limited in amount of digits, so they just round it up. Okay. So far, do you have any difficulties on understanding about the recurring decimals?
Can you explain the thing about crossing it out again?
Oh, okay. It has to be crossed. Why? Because you want, it's actually our objectives is to annihilate, to avoid the repeating decimals, right? By what? By multiply it with either 10 for one recurring number, 2, so 100 for the 2 recurring numbers, 1000 for 3 recurring numbers. Again, if I see this as 1 digit, so I just multiply by 10. For example, this x equals 0.222. So I just multiply by 10, becomes 10x equals, you move this decimal to the right hand side, one more, right side by one step. So 2.22222 and so on, and you subtract, you can cross this, because this is crossing, right? 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0. So it's only 2, and 10x minus 1x is 9x, right? So you can find the x. This will be your answer, right? Because you are finding this as a decimal, as a fraction, sorry. Okay. How's it? Is it answering your question? If no, let me know again. I will show you another examples. How's it, Stacy? Can you do? Or can you follow the idea?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, nice. Glad to hear that. So I need to copy this on here. Okay. Spect. Now, what you can do is try to solve everything here. Oh, this is so hard. No, it's not hard actually. You have to think slowly. Yeah. Don't think too much. Don't think too hard. Yeah. You have to think simply what I already taught you. Use that and everything will be so simple. Again, express x in terms of y means treat x as a subject. So isolate x and find the value of x when y equals -2. We already discussed until 24 anyway, but it's all about fractions. Some of them are about fractions, so you need to pay attention on the fraction itself. And the problem solving with the word problems, I think it's quite simple. Later on, we will try to discuss this. Have you reached this topic or this materials, Stacy?
This is a chapter review.
Yeah, this is the review.
Well, we haven't done this yet.
Okay, nice. So we already done for everything. So, okay, how about this? Use the isosceles triangle. Okay, so let me show you how to do. This is you need the basic understanding about the triangle. So since this is an isosceles triangle with this equal sides, so what is this angle then? Is it x or y? Isosceles. The equal side means the equal angle as well. So if this is x, this also an x, right? Get it, Stacy?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the total angle on triangle? Remember? What is the total angle on triangle, or sum of the angles on triangle? What is it?
Um, wait, what about it?
The sum of
Angles?
the angle. Yeah, if you add this with
Oh,
this with this,
is it 180? You mean?
that's
I
right.
forgot.
Yeah, that's it. Triangle is 180. Cool. I never taught you that, but you already knew it. I think this is your basic understanding. You need the basic understanding about triangle. How about quadrilateral? 360, right? So in this case, 180. So write an equation of y in terms of x. Okay, y equals something, right? You have to isolate y. But we have x plus x, simple, 2x, right? Plus y equals 180, and you don't have to write the degree like that later on later. Right? Equation for y. So what is y equals? So you have to isolate the y. So 180 again, put the 2x to the right hand side, becomes minus 2x. Get it? This will be your answer for number 15A. Right? How about B? Find the value of y when x equals 24.5. Oh, simple. So y equals, just change the x by 24.5. 180 subtract 2 times 24.5. Okay. 180 subtract, okay, 24.5 times 2 is 49. Okay. And you may calculate without calculator. Okay, with calculator better. So to avoid any mistakes. So 131 degrees, that's it. Okay, what to know in this triangle? The basic understanding, the sum of angles on triangle is equals to 180 for any kind of triangle. Okay, so this will be your word problem solving. An example of word problem. Okay, Stacy, let me backtrack to the practice. So I want you to do some of the question. I don't ask you to do every question, because every question is quite complicated. It's too much if you want to do everything. So let's do the type of the question here. So we can start from 3, 2. Piece of cake. 3, 1. Start from the beginning, yeah. Solve. Show you're working. Okay, that's right. I will give you some time. Oh, we still have 15 minutes left. Wait, it's so much. Wait, I need to stop the sharing then. I mean, stop the recording. So the theory is already done. What next is try to solve the question. Okay,